got a picture of his face with the little pillow on, the sleep face, and we're in Chicago.
Are they already in Chicago?
The one and only Leo Biaz. Hey, Leo.
I'm excited to be back, my man. It was 9 days in Vegas. We got stuck in the desert, and we had a little hangover remix out there, man.
I wore a wig to school once, and they said no headgear was allowed.
How did
Spider web
was it
tights.
Obvious that it was a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
It was
having
a terrible
fun.
wig.
See, this is exactly why we have them on the show, and this is what makes them fun.
You're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM.
All right, I turned down a little bit. Okay, so I know we totally just cut off like everyone's favorite song, but we wanted to tell everybody that we have a new YouTube channel, and we need you to subscribe to the new channel because we're not uploading or streaming on the old channel anymore. It's still the voice of Stockton.
It's going to be fresh, brand new,
New content.
great content,
Yeah.
only exclusively on KXVS.
Yes. If you and on this video will be a link in the description where you can click it. But if you want to type it in, we made it real easy for you. Bit.ly, the short link, bit.ly. So you can type bit.ly/subscribe_KXVS_YouTube. So bit.ly/subscribe_KXVS_YouTube. That's easy enough, right, Donovan? Donovan is a silent minority.
Speechless.
I'm trying to get my accent right. Hold on. I'm just throwing over it in my head. Let me start. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. How to do it? All right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go subscribe to this new channel. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what's different about this channel than the last one?
Well,
What's changed?
Well, we're making some changes. We're always doing something new, but this is something that we had to do this, and we've had to do this for a while. So this new channel, it's really not much different, except the channel will be different. So all our new content is going on the channel, and we're going to migrate all our videos over to that channel as well, and we won't be using the old channel. So if you're waiting on that channel, you'll be missing it. So please do subscribe to our new channel, and it's real easy. Follow us on Facebook, thevoiceofstockton.org. You can find us everywhere. Keep watching us on our live streams, but that's it. We just wanted to break in and tell you that.
And let's make Stockton better together.
That's right. Make Stockton better together. All right. So, you know what? Let's start this track over because this is the best bomb song. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. KXVS, the voice of Stockton with Donovan and Mr. Details, Dustin Breakwell. This is Governor Don signing off.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
This broadcast will start in 60 seconds. This broadcast will start in 45 seconds. This broadcast will start in 30 seconds. This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
And welcome to Woman in Business Conversations. Here's your host, Chef Tobias Cooks.
It's Chef Tobias.
I'm sorry, okay? Don't yell at me. It's a Wednesday.
Good morning. Welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks. We are live, right?
We are live.
Okay, so you can don't look.
Everybody heard that.
Look, so this is gonna happen. We all gonna take an eye confirmation if we didn't hear that, right?
No. It's live. I can't edit that out. I'm sorry.
We was practicing, right, Dustin?
Yeah.
We was practicing.
Uh-huh.
We was practicing.
Lord.
We was practicing.
It's Wednesday.
We was practicing.
It's hump day.
It was a practice.
We had our Bill O'Reilly moment where
Yeah.
we were like, it's live.
I'm not ready.
It's live.
I am not equipped.
Okay, so here we go. We gonna do it because we professionals, right, Dustin?
Yeah, it's live.
Here we go.
It's
Here
live.
we go. Here we go. Here we go.
3,
Here we
2,
go.
1. Woman in Business
Hello.
Conversation. Here's Chef Cooks.
Good morning. Welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks with it's a kitchen.
It's not a
It's
kitchen.
hump day. We're just gonna leave it like that. We're gonna leave it like
That's
that.
tomorrow, not today.
I'm a professional. I'm about to do it again.
And a
3, 2,
perfectionist.
1, go.
Good morning. Welcome to Chef Tobias Cooks with Women in Business.
Nah, she did it. Yes.
Yes, we made it. So you can see all the fun that we have. We probably have tons of behind the scene bloopers.
Oh, Jesus.
That comes out. Yes, I am so excited. Happy hump day.
Yes.
Happy hump
Yes.
day.
Let me
Yes.
adjust, honey. This hair doesn't let anything stay on
I
top.
know I have to take the glasses off. It's not gonna work. It's like the lights and sweat.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be shiny, and I'm trying to be cute, and the hair already frizzed up. You know, black hair. You know how that does. Lord, you can't do nothing. Don't even sweat a little bit. It's over for you.
Okay. We are women in business, right? And these are the things that we go through in business as women. Yes, we have to have our hair conversations.
Sorry.
We have to use our cell phones
Yes.
for our
Mirror.
makeup. Yeah. Then we'll go into the business and we'll be very serious and you have no idea. So now they know what the bathroom breaks are for, right?
Yes. Mhm.
That's
Yes.
what the bathroom
Yes,
breaks are
absolutely.
for.
100%.
Yes. All right, Chef Tobias Cooks here with the voice of Stockton. Yes, please visit us on Chef Tobias Cooks on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Also, you can catch us live right here. We were trying to get live.
I know. Where we? You
I
want
don't
to
know.
do it now?
Yeah, let's
we
do
might
it.
as well.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'll finish my announcements.
Oh, I think
here
you were
we
the
go.
the champion of this.
Oh, here we
you
go.
handled that in like 2.5.
So we're gonna do live on live, right?
Yes.
This is all a part about being live TV.
You're learning.
Yes, here we are. Okay,
You set it up.
all right. One
did
more,
that.
and then we good, right? One more. One more. In the meantime, introduce yourself.
I am Ashley Lynn Hampton, also known around town as Miss Ashley. I'm a woman of just absolute power and stepping into that power and owning that power. And I've had a couple businesses here in Stockton, a social media management company. I've also done a lot of community activism and nonprofits, and I'm just a lover of growth and elevation of people, especially our youth.
Yes, and that is a reason why you and I made a connection is because the youth. Okay, where am I at?
You think you did it? I think you got it. Or you just started it with that. Now make sure you don't push the power button.
Okay, that's the power button.
Yeah, because
okay,
we did the power button last
so we
time.
set it up like
that,
this.
and then
there
turn
we
it.
go.
You got it.
All
See
right,
that? Look at the magic. Yeah. Now we're on my Facebook Live.
All right. So go ahead, keep continuing. That's how you and I connected through community service, especially the youth community service, through a few non-profit organizations.
I can't see you though.
That's okay.
I
They
want
can
you.
see you. That's fine. We just
wave. That's my aunt.
Yeah, there
Hi,
you go.
Auntie. That's my
Yeah.
aunt. She's
So
amazing.
see, and they can see me here. So again, for those who are just logging on, we are live with the Voice of Stockton. Please visit the Voice of Stockton on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're live right now. You can go ahead and see this whole broadcaster. We have our guest on, Miss Ashley. Yes, today we are talking about women in business, but we are particularly talking about youth in the community and how young women, young girls that can get started in the community by volunteering. One thing just came to my mind because it's all coming to my mind. Girl Scout. Girl Scout is a great way to introduce girls into the community. My daughter's 25. She's going to kill me, but I don't care. She was a brownie at the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she didn't want to do it, right? I'm okay with it, but we did it because I really wanted the cookies.
Understood.
And when she was like first grade, we sold like 1,300 boxes of cookies.
Oh, beasting.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And my husband said, "Don't you ever sell cookies again." Well, he was my boyfriend at the time, so I just totally ignored everything he said, because he was my boyfriend at the time.
Right.
But later he became my husband. He put the smack down on the
Right.
Girl
He
Scout
laid it out
cookies.
laid it out real quick.
Yeah, but and every time I see the Girl Scout cookies, he comes home with Girl Scout cookies. He's like, "Okay, I know you didn't buy any today." No, I bought like about 4 or 5 boxes. He still bring home boxes like, "Here you go, babe." Like, no, I already bought the cookies. I already
Ain't
got.
like them Samoas.
But the girl.
On some vanilla ice cream.
Let's stop it. You put them in the freezer.
Yes.
You put them in the freezer. Put them in the microwave. Nuke it for a little
poetry.
bit. You got the caramel on the side that come on that cascade. You know I'm a chef too, right? So the caramel cascade on the side, girl. Yes. And then my husband, he's like, you gonna do the peanut butter, right? You gonna put the peanut butter on there, right? With the ice cream, right? So we got the samosas, then we got the chocolate. Then my 15-year-old, she doesn't eat chocolate, so she got the shortbread one. She's like, "Ma, did you get strawberries all over some Girl Scout cookies, right?"
And then it all started with the Girl Scouts.
But here's the thing. You teaching the girls business.
Yes.
You teaching them how to sell.
Yes.
And you teaching them how to pitch.
Yes. Very true.
You teaching them how to pitch. You teaching them how to be nice. And you teaching them how to stand up there and it's hot and you got people looking at you. And you're like, "Hi, you tell you want to buy some cookies?"
And rejection.
Yes.
The art of hearing no and still proceeding is very imperative for a child.
I love that. I'm going to have to write that down. The art of saying no.
And hearing no.
Yes.
And still proceeding. Because it's
Yes.
rejection. And
Yes.
a lot of us, I struggle with fear of rejection. So
Yes.
if you can train that into a child, by the time she's an adult, she becomes unstoppable.
This is true.
Yeah. He or she.
This is true. We're talking about girls. This is true. This is true. This is true. The art of no. I had to conquer that.
Yeah.
And I had to conquer that really quick, especially being a teenager, of learning the word no.
Yeah.
There's a difference between stop and there's a difference between no.
Because no will prevent a stop.
Yes. And in my case, I'll just ignore it. I'll just be like, they'd be like, "Why are you at this meeting? I thought we said that you couldn't come. Didn't you get the letter?" I'm like, "I didn't get no letter." "Oh, there's a chair in the back. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here."
I'm present with it. Straight face.
Yes. So I mean, hey, it is what it is,
Yes,
right?
it
And that's very true. Yes. So here in our community, in our youth, we since I've been in Stockton, I moved to Stockton in 2003. Okay. As you know, became a business owner, became involved in the community, and done a lot of community work. One of the things here in Stockton that I noticed that the community centers, the rec centers, they do a lot of programs with the youth. But what I really noticed is there's a lot of nonprofit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you speak on that a little bit?
Stockton it's interesting because there's a lot of
I'm hold
nonprofit
your hand.
activity. It's a lot of nonprofit activity that's here. And in it, you have some that are really, really extremely active with the youth, and then you have some that aren't. And you have to find the balance in that. I think the ones that are active with the youth, they are reaching out and they are grabbing those who are interested in participating. And it's what you come to understand with Stockton Youth is the ones that need the work are the hardest to reach.
Yes.
Because how do you grab them? So even with all of the nonprofit work that we have, what is going to grab the perceived unreachable? What's going to grab those who are in need of different services or seeing something different? And then, that's the key too, is we can have all of these nonprofit organizations, but if we're not taking them out of Stockton, we're not showing them the importance of having a passport, which as of October, you need your passport to fly domestically. People don't even understand that. Even the
you do.
Yes. So I keep my passport in my wallet to keep me remembering.
Yes. I took my 15-year-old to get a passport for the first time.
Yes, they need, and that's the first thing I tell all children, especially those that are of my color and my hue. Get your passport.
Yes.
And it's imperative. So I think the biggest thing is organizations that are going to appetize youth to come in need to be focused on taking them out You want in, you get out.
Yes.
And then once you see more, your vision gets bigger. And the issue that I've noticed in Stockton in general is that it's not a big vision. People are very stuck in a perspective of limitation and boundary. And it's something about being in a valley. Pay attention to your geography that really prevents a wider perspective. So I think that's one of the biggest things that organizations can offer is taking our youth out.
And it's something that you say that as well, because I'm a transparent. I'm not a Stocktonian. I came here. A lot of us, and I say this over and over and over again, we see the value here in Stockton. We see opportunity here in Stockton. People like me come in, we buy homes, we start businesses, we start nonprofits. We love the freedom of the freeway. We love the ideal of having a park.
Listen,
we like the fresh fruits and fresh vegetables.
The water.
Yes.
The water.
Yes. We just went to the Delta like the other day. But anyway, so people like me are coming into the valley, and we're seeing, we see beyond. And then, so that is very pivoted what you just said of getting outside of your community, because often when you get outside, you come back in, you're like, oh my God, I got the best community here. Like
it's challenging to live, and that's the gift and the curse of Stockton is that it's very challenging to live here, be here, breathe here, and then get yourself to get out and move. It's a lot of people have never been out. It's amazing. A lot of people have never left Stockton. Born and raised, have never left, never went over the Altamont. And it's hard to appreciate Stockton.
Well, now you probably can't go over the Altamont. You probably ought to get up like 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's crazy the traffic.
Yeah, to try to
my
get
gosh.
you do better taking a plane.
Girl, a helicopter. Let me get a hoverboard. Can it hover over?
So another thing I noticed with our youth, I went to Delta College, 37 years old, pregnant with my 4th child.
Get it.
I went for culinary, and I met a lot of youth there that went to school. That was like that was a while ago, a couple years ago. Now the same kids, well, they're not kids, but the same young adults, youth in the community that went to Delta College, a lot of them left and went and got jobs in San Francisco, LA, San Jose. Some of them left out of state. Guess what? All of them came back.
So how are we creating really innovative jobs that are going to pay people what they need in order for them to sustain their lives?
But they're doing good. I have two of them actually started their own business.
Awesome.
One of them started their own catering company. Another one was like, I'm done with catering. They started a janitorial service. So the thing is that they went out their community, they saw their community, and pretty much all of them said to me, hey, Stockton is really a great place to be.
It is. And and it's, I always say I have a love-hate.
We all do.
Yeah, it's like something I'm like, can we get a skating ring back? Can we have something? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's in time. Stockton is under a huge deep reconstruction. It is. And it's like, when you're doing your self-love work and you got to do your gritty work, you got to get all the dirt and the gunk out. And really Stockton is about to pop. It's just waiting. It's boiling over, and I always say this is the time to buy.
Yeah.
When you're an investor, it's the time to invest into your businesses. It's the time to really focus on our local small businesses. It's time to really push the effort into our youth, because they're the ones that are going to be running these businesses. They're going to be the ones with the innovation. Let's stop crushing them. Let's stop talking bad about them. Let's start elevating and encouraging them to really pursue their dreams.
Yeah, because they're brilliant.
Yeah,
they're
they
brilliant.
are.
These kids are brilliant.
Oh my God, they
brilliant.
Love Miss Ashley, because Miss Ashley pulls the brilliance out of them, and it's amazing.
Let's talk about that. Let's get into that. Let's talk more about your youth, your work with the youth in the community.
I have an open door policy in my home, so and I always have. So even when I lived in Weston Ranch, I had my
Western Ranch.
Sure did. Western Ranch was my spot.
Western Ranch for
oh my God, I loved Western Ranch.
Yes.
And so when I lived there, they all knew Miss Ashley's house was open. Either the front door was
I used to
unlocked,
get the bananas at the
right, or the back door was unlocked, so that kids was always coming through in my cabinets and all of that. But what I've done is I never forgot what it was like being a teenager. Ever. And I think as adults, we sometimes forget how much pressure. And now that I've been under pressure in my adulthood, I don't see much of a difference of the feeling as when I was a teen. No matter what the circumstances circumstances were, that pressure was still there. So me understanding and never forgetting what it was like to be a teenager, and now as an adult, applying tools and thoughts and affirmations and self-love to myself as an adult, then pouring it in and teaching it into teenagers. I'm starting to see them. I've had, my 12 and 13 year olds are now 21, and they're, you know what I mean? Like, I've watched them grow up. Like, I was like, what in the?
Funny, huh?
You're grown.
I know. I
So
was
they're
looking at
using
my godchildren. My godchildren are 24,
Come on.
25,
Doesn't it
and
trip you out?
26.
Trips you
and
out.
I don't look over 30.
No, you don't.
Like, how does that happen?
Not
Go
even
ahead.
a little bit.
Go ahead, sorry.
So in the workings with these 21 year olds, and you're seeing them, oh, Miss Ashley, I'm applying what you told me to do. and
Yes.
I'm using it, or I'm stuck here. How do I get this energy blockage away? Or any of these things that we're working with, that I actually started to instill in my, high schoolers and even my August Knot kids that I was dealing with. They're now applying them, and they see the resources. So my point is, when you pour in and you're teaching these children how to control their energy, you're teaching these teens how to use their magic and their thinking and creating their reality. When they become adults, now they're pouring back into their community because their visions are being manifested.
So let's talk about that a little bit more. Give us a few tips of people that are listening and do have some youth that's listening. What are the few pointers that they could start with now?
Self-love.
Yes.
That's the most. And how do you teach that?
Yes.
Because especially our teens need self-love. Is if you can I posted this on Facebook. If you get in the mirror and you look at yourself and
Not
say,
the cell phone mirror.
No, in the mirror, the actual mirror. I love you. And you feel awkward inside, you have work to do. And you need to tell yourself, I love you every single day, 4 or 5 times a day. I have 3 babies. I have an 8, I have a 7, and a 5-year-old. And all of them, every day that they're with me, whether we were walking to the bus stop or when they come in, I'll say today. And they have to repeat back to me this saying. So this is what I train. I say to start the self-love process is the first step, which is today, wherever I go, I will create a peaceful, loving, and joyful world. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know how I serve. I am here. I am here. I am here now. And I only see truth. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. And then I go through an inquisitive affirmation with them where I say, who are you? And their first is always, I'm a powerhouse. And then I'll go, what else are you? And they'll give me anything from amazing to super. So instilling that into them has given them the opportunity where there's nothing they can't handle. Hence, they're going through so much personally, you know, back and forth. Me and their father are not together. And we're going through a divorce. And so they're having to utilize it. My daughter is taking the divorce and using it as an entrepreneurship opportunity.
Yeah, girl, get it. I did it for my wedding.
When you
I did it for my wedding. Shout out to my step parents.
Right?
I'm like, I need some flowers. I need a photographer. I need a honeymoon. Remember when I had to go visit you and I had to go visit you and I had to live between 2 houses? Yes, boo. I'm calling y'all out. Yes.
When my 8-year-old can look me in the face and say, divorce is hard, but it can be easy.
Yes.
And I said, okay, well, how? She was like, just don't take it personal.
Just don't take it
That's
personal.
the lesson
Girl,
that she's giving. This is my
notebook?
8-year-old. This is my 8. Oh, I love my baby.
notebook
Shout
at?
out to Anessa Lene because she does it for me. So when you give the first tool is instilling in them the power of self-love and the power of really controlling what you're thinking and also not caring about what other people think about you.
Boom.
That's like, I'm talking about youth, but this is really big for grown folks.
Yes, we're going to talk about youth, though.
Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all need to stop caring about what people think about you and really start living your life according to your purpose. But you know.
Anyway,
we go to the teens and we start telling them these exact same things. And then it begins to sow into them a new bloodline. It sows into them their power. It shows them their authenticity. It shows them their truth. It shows them their magnetism. They don't understand that their brains are magnets. They don't teach you that in school.
No.
So when you start telling them what they don't teach you in school and the science behind the energy of what you're using and how you feel, all of a sudden now you've empowered.
Yes.
And in the empowerment, you're letting go of a lot of negativity within the community because they understand that negativity only begets negativity.
Yes.
So now you have violence that's like, wait a minute, I really don't want to be violent, but I feel like I have to because of a belief, a thought that I keep thinking. That's what a belief is. A belief is nothing more than a thought that you keep thinking.
Yes, it is.
So because I believe I have to be negative, because I
Faith
believe
equals belief.
Yes. And because I believe I have to protect myself, and because I believe I have to do all
They're
of
like,
these
how you
things.
doing the waving?
I know. I ain't doing it. It's my magic. Tinkle, tinkle. You start to equip them with understanding that. Then you begin to see a change in the person
Yes.
because I don't really want to sit in this negativity. I desire to be bigger. I want a bigger vision. I see people on TV. I want that. Okay, well, then you got to really expand your vision, your thoughts.
That's so funny you say that because I always say vision. Like you see the vision boards and you see people, the law of attraction. But what they don't tell you is after the vision is the what? Hard work.
But see, here's my thing. I love Mayweather for this. Hard work is easy work.
Yes.
And I don't believe in working hard to the degree where I'm miserable while working.
Yes.
I believe in hard work should be fun.
Yes.
And so, for instance, I'll use this, which really helped me understand youth, is an hour before the concert that happened this past weekend, it landed in my lap for me to do. That was hard work to take over a concert, and I had nothing. There was nothing given to me. There was no artist list. I had never been in this situation before in my life, and all of a sudden I said, you know what? I got anxiety prone. Girl, an hour before a concert, a major I had help though. My sister Daisha was there, and my best friend was there, so it was good. But all of a sudden I felt the anxiousness, and I said, no, I'm gonna have fun, and it was hard work. But I had so much fun. So the difference that I want youth to understand is, yes, hard work is hard, but you can have fun. It's harder for me to work on myself than it is to actually manifest with action, which is what we'll be talking about too.
Yes,
because action is imperative. Impulsive, right action is key.
Yes. So
yes, it's just a very, oh my gosh, you just have to have fun with hard work. Just know that it's there.
The thing is, to hard work is to I'm up here trying to
she multitasking.
We just having a live moment, y'all. Don't even worry about it right now. Don't even worry about it.
It's how we do things in life. She working.
I'm working. I work like crazy.
You do.
I do.
You
People
really
don't understand it. They really don't. They think that it's like,
easy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
It is not easy. And the thing about working as well is showing. When I had my bakery, and I still do this, when I had my bakery, the youth, I would bring the youth in, and we had a 21-day program where they come in and they work. The first thing I started them on was sweeping the floors and cleaning the windows. You can't just cook. You have to prepare before you cook.
Yeah.
And after you cook, you have to clean it up.
Yeah.
And after you do that, you still have to market it. You still have to get the people in. They still need to understand why they want to buy a cookie from you. What make your cookie so special that I can't go to the grocery store and get one. So there's a whole entire base work that goes into the finish line.
Absolutely.
There's like a whole production. First, there's inspiration, there's vision, hard work, the process, and then there's the finish line. Then there's the reward. But guess what? You got to do it all over again.
Yeah. Yes. And I stress the fact that right action is the key. Because there's two types of action. And one of my really good friends, Alonzo Jackson, who's an inspirational speaker, he says right action feels good when you take it and you're having fun when you do it. Wrong action feels like you keep hitting potholes. So you need to change your direction. And so a lot of the times you see youth giving up with hard work because they keep hitting potholes. And the difference between hitting a pothole and a gold mine is your thought process.
Yes, it is.
It's how you think about what you're going through when you're going through.
Sorry to finish your sentence. Yes.
No, don't sorry.
Yes.
That's alignment.
So for us, our youth, let's use music for an example.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, so a lot of youth wants to get into music or they want to be an artist. Here's the thing that so let's just take that there's many professions for youth.
Yes.
let's just say you want to be a nurse, or you want to be an artist, or you want to be a chef, or you want to be an attorney, my advice always says find a mentor.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that? Find a mentor, how youth can find that mentor that could best fit them.
I'm very spiritual. So I always say your first mentor is the relationship that you have with your higher self, God, whatever it is that you believe in.
But we got to get through that sometimes.
But here's the thing. But if you have that relationship within
Yes.
you, which is
Yes.
following your heart, then it will come to you. All
Yes.
my mentors that I've had in my life have shown up. I didn't have to look. And when I
Wow.
teach teens how to do that, then all of a sudden it starts with your research. If
Yes.
there's a field that you want to go in, you begin to research. As you research, there'll be things that pop up that you don't even realize. It's like things fall into your lap, but you have to trust the process.
That's
There's a
right.
difference between human work and allowing your energy to bring you what you need. And that's a huge misconception for
Yes.
people. People don't understand the power of allowing the non-physical to support you when you're making your moves. So when these teens I've dealt with actually begin to trust their process, all their mentors show up, whatever that is. Some mentors are lifelong. I have mentors I've had since, for instance, my 7th grade math teacher is still in my life. So that's been literally by the act of the non-physical stepping in. So when you do begin to see those processes, some will come forever, some will come momentarily, but everything will piece itself together, and that
Yes.
hard work becomes easy work. And then as you research, you can find, well, maybe this person sticks out to me. Follow your intuition. Maybe this person, let me send them an email, and then all of a sudden it lines up. But you don't have to do as much as allowing. It's about allowing. I tell them all the time, the smart way to live life is to allow. That's what helps. That's the sets you apart. You can follow the path that everyone lays out for you, then you're gonna have them same struggles. You did it. You can follow the path that they lay out for you, but then that's their path.
Yes.
Follow yours.
Yes.
Stay
Find
true to
your
yourself.
blueprint.
Find it.
Find your blueprint.
By what feels good to you.
I always say, do not copycat a blueprint.
That's a shame. That's a waste of life.
Yes.
That's a miserable life. You may get to your destination, but you didn't like the journey, and life is never about the destination. It's always about the journey.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
And I tell my teens that.
Yes. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. Education.
You sure you want to talk to me about that? Are you sure you want to go there? I am not one to talk about it.
Okay, so I'll just say this. I always encourage the youth to get education.
Yes.
I always encourage to go to college if you can. College is not for everyone. It is not. Let's just be real. But if you could get your high school diploma, I'm not preachy, but if you get your high school diploma, if you could get a trade, there's some really, really, really awesome trades.
And trades are hungry right
and
now.
I have a trade. I went from a college education to a trade.
Yeah, no, trades are huge right now.
Usually you do the trade, then you do the college education. I did the college, and then I did the trade. And trade actually is working out better for me than that
with all of the student loans.
Yeah, well, I paid though. Don't come looking for me.
I went to Fisk, so I know all about it.
Don't come
Shout out
looking
to
for
Fisk
me.
University, y'all.
Yeah, so I always try to encourage education. The other thing I always try to encourage the youth within education is learning.
Yes.
Learn about different religions.
Yes.
Learn about different cultures.
Yes.
If you don't know how to do it, there's plenty of festivals.
Yeah, there's
I
lots.
would love to see youth being encouraged to go to lots. I mean, we just had I'm gonna mess up the name, a festival this weekend, the Asian Food Festival.
Oh, really?
I always encourage the youth to get out to different festivals. Like you were saying, the nonprofits are getting out the community. Go to different types of festivals. Learn about different cultures. Learn about different things. Because I always believe that once a youth is educated, once they learn about the world and different things, then that can also expose them, contributing back to their community as well.
And I'm always mindful of saying that
I did good.
education.
I did good
Yes,
on
you did.
that. I did good on that.
Education
Okay.
is not just with school. Education
Yes.
is what you decide that you're going to learn on your own. It's what you spend your time investing into your
Yes.
desires. You know, going to Barnes and Noble and picking up a book on everything from taxes and how to manage money and everything you don't learn in school.
Yes.
Education is traveling.
Yes.
And that's one of the things I train my children now is you're not going to college straight out of high school, boo. It's not happening.
Yes.
You're taking at least a year, maybe 2 years off, and you're traveling the world by yourself.
Yes.
And not with mom, not with dad, not with friends, but by yourself. That way you handicap. No, there's no fear handicaps, there's none of
Yes.
that, but you learn about diversity. And I'll pay for it. I know I'm going to be,
Yeah.
you know, I'm on my way.
Yes.
But you have to, because that by that time, you know, maybe your desires will change. Maybe
Yeah.
you don't want to do what you thought you wanted to do in college.
Yes.
Because when I went to college, I just was running. When I left to Fisk University in 2006 out of Manteca, California, I was trying to get so far away
Yeah.
that I didn't care what you could have put me in a construction class at an
Yeah.
HBCU and I probably would have failed. But it was the point that I was running and I did not necessarily know what I wanted to do. I didn't know anything. Now that I'm grown,
Yeah.
and I've traveled, I know what I want to do.
So now, instead of, and I understand what you're saying as well, but instead of them having that fear, just run. Now we can encourage them to embrace it.
Yeah.
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Embrace
Love
it. Yeah. Embrace it.
Love that.
Embrace being open.
Yes.
And it does train you for no fear, because you will need no fear in order to conquer certain, you know, goals and aspirations. Okay, entrepreneurship for the youth.
I encourage it now. My babies are, and my oldest is 8, and she is starting her
I
business.
thought this was my phone at first.
Did you?
I got so used to it.
You all right?
Yeah, but entrepreneurship for
yes, I think that it's everyone needs a side hustle. You're never going to become a millionaire with one job.
Say hustle.
Yes, I knew it. You need a side hustle. I'm Ashley. This is me, educated. Educated and all. you have to have a hustle about yourself, because one job is not going to make you a millionaire. And as you can see in San Francisco, low income is now $117,000. Yeah, shame
That's
on
my
your home. $117,000 a year.
That's my
You know what I
home.
would do with $117,000?
That's
in
my
Stockton?
home. But let me tell you something though. Us Bay Areas, we know how to get around.
Yes, honey. The hustle is real.
We know how to live through the gentrification.
Yes,
okay, let me tell you something.
Education is key.
Yes, we know how to live through the gentrification. Okay, that ain't gonna stop us at all. We still living.
You know who know how to do that
Yeah.
too? New Yorkers. Yeah, I've been there. I've seen that. I was like, Lord, I go to New York for inspiration.
Yes.
For entrepreneurship,
Yes.
business inspiration.
Yes.
I will go to New York and I will just sit there and absorb the energy and come back to Stockton like a savage.
Yes.
Woo, ready.
Yes.
Who want it?
Yes. Yes, we know how to live
Yeah.
through it. So people are like, I don't know. In California too, because I grew up in Louisiana as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have stories.
Yeah, I'm
Lots
sure.
of them.
Yes.
Lots
I'm
of
sure.
them. Yes, so I grew up in Louisiana as well, and I've traveled outside of California. And I always tell people, once you travel outside California, you're gonna come back.
Yeah,
You gonna come back.
My
So anyway,
my best friend has traveled all over the world. Literally, she got more stamps than a little bit. Okay, and she says there's no place like California.
there's no place like California. So when people say, "Oh, California is so expensive," I'm like, "That's because you're not from California."
Because we know how to make it work. I'm making it work right now.
We know how to make it work.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have our own underground systems.
Yes, we do.
Of how we could get an apartment and buy a house.
And live like California is
Yes,
just like everywhere
and drive
else.
down the street and go to the grocery store.
Hey, Lady T. Yes.
Yes, we do it all. But entrepreneurship, I find out, is coming more and more.
Yeah.
I didn't have information growing up about entrepreneurship. I learned about entrepreneurship from the church ladies.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the church ladies is my claim to fame, because I used to skip out in church and go to the back of the kitchen. I actually got in trouble for it a few times. My mom, she's not going to admit this, but my mom actually got me in trouble. I got in trouble by her one time because instead of me being in church, I was in the back with Sister Bonner, rest in peace. She had made chocolate cake, and fried chicken. I don't think she made it, but someone else made it. So I hustled my way back. I hustled my way back to the kitchen, and I was sitting there eating some cake and chicken. And my mom was like, and I got in the biggest trouble. Let me tell you though, I learned entrepreneurship from watching the church ladies. I learned how to grocery shop, cook, portion control, food costs, what we gonna sell it for.
Come on now.
How we gonna market it. It's gonna be marketed for the quiet rows. It's gonna be marketed for the anniversary, the church anniversary. It's gonna be marketed for first Sunday.
Yes.
Don't go to the restaurant. You can stay here and patronize your church. I learned all of this.
Wow.
I learned how to be
amazing
in
was
entrepreneurship.
And how old were you?
The church lady. Some of my earliest memories in the church was like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And I internalized it.
Of course.
Yeah. And then, like I told you earlier before our conversation, at the age of 16, I worked for the Festival of the Oakland.
Oh, okay.
Festival of Oakland.
Okay.
And that what led me into thinking about entrepreneurship. At 19, I wanted to be a chef. It didn't happen for me. I had other obligations.
Absolutely.
So I went to college and I got the regular job. But then later on, I was like, hey. So now what I'm saying is that there are a lot of programs now. We see it with the Google.
Yes.
We see it even with Facebook.
Yes.
We see it with colleges.
Yes.
We see it with the B corporations that they are encouraging.
Yes, they are.
Entrepreneurship. We see it with the
are.
STEM programs.
Yes.
The STEM programs.
They're coming out because now I am a very proud Black woman, and so when we're looking at our Black children getting into STEM, it's actually where we belong.
Yes,
it's a major part of where we come.
We're gonna have an off.
So I'm really excited about that.
Let me tell you something. The STEM program is huge.
Yes,
and I say I'm just gonna say this: girls are great. Boys, if you have a young boy, please find them a STEM program.
And golf.
STEM is a wonderful program, and it also encourages entrepreneurship as well. You know, here's the thing for STEM. I mean, here's the thing for youth, and jump in. We only got like 5 more minutes, I think, but
Lord,
here's the thing. This is what I say about entrepreneurship for youth. Everything that you think about, imagine, you can make a business out of it.
Yes, you can. Yes, and there's no competition. The idea of competition is what sets people back.
I never believe in competition.
And you can't. There's no such thing. How is there any such thing as competition? That is a very limited mindset. And when you know who you are, you know that when you have a desire that was given to you, and that means that it was meant to be manifested. So you must do your work to manifest it, and then everything will be yielded to you to prove that there was never any competition with you. So that's another thing that we instill into the youth in entrepreneurship, is that the idea of competition doesn't exist. It's all about you, and if any competition, it's within yourself and knocking down whatever barriers that are telling you can't do it. Can't is a cuss word in my house.
Yes.
Like you get in trouble like you cussed. So we don't put the can'ts around what they can do, and we just continue to perpetuate what it is that they are to do as a result of their vision that they have in their mind to make that benefit, to make that profit, to make that money. And for me, I learned that entrepreneurship was important because I watched my mama work 60 hours a week and didn't have a time to be the mom half the time, and would come home from work. And yeah, I had everything from Macy's and the groceries was all amazing. But when it came down to my mom being able to really give us the time, she was too busy working.
Yes.
So I knew for me as a mother, I wanted to work at home.
Yes.
And whether I would spend years trying to figure it out and learn as I went along, that's exactly what I've done. And so as a result, I'm able to be with my children.
Yes.
So and that's hence why my daughter now is 9 years old. We're getting ready to be 9 in September, and is going to be her own entrepreneur and
Yes.
successful before she's 10. Like
Yes.
that's my purpose in life, is to do that with them.
Yes, it is your purpose.
Yeah.
I have one. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
That for my purpose for my 25-year-old, my 15-year-old daughter. Yeah, but I think that the youth education, entrepreneurship,
Love.
self-love.
Yes,
And
is
what
key.
else did we cover?
We have self-love, entrepreneurship, education. Oh, financial literacy. We didn't cover it. But
Yes.
that's just you need to know how to manage and budget
Yes,
your
we
money.
can cover that real quick.
Yeah, you need to learn. You need to educate yourself on your finances and your taxes. We live in America. Taxes are real. You make money, you got to give back to the taxes. Don't try to bamboozle or get away around it. Figure it out. There's
Please
plenty
don't.
of education.
I'm a business person. Please
you want
don't.
it. You got to have
Please
multiple
don't. I'll
streams
be
of
ready.
income.
I'll be ready for that.
Come
I'll
on.
be ready for tax season.
Man.
I'll be like this.
Listen, and if you're not good at it, allow the universe to yield to you. Because my best friend, when it comes to numbers, can't be beat. So guess what
Yeah.
she does? All my money. Take it. I tell people I don't like money. Like I don't.
yes,
Take it. You know what I
yes.
mean? And just tell me what I need to do
Yes.
and pay what I need to pay,
Yes.
and I'll do about it. So there are ways. I know about money. I definitely know how to make my money and manage it. But you need to learn. Educate yourself.
Let me say something real quick. I just thought about this. My daughter started high school. Well, she's 10th grade. And so this morning, I dropped her off. I was coming around the corner, and I saw this young man. He had on some shoes. I saw his shoes. But what I saw in his hand was a phone. Nice phone. It was silver. And it was thin. And he had the headphones plugged into it. And he had his backpack on. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, his shoes, but the phone looks really nice. So as I was getting ready to turn the corner, guess what I saw? And I know this was the spirit that just had me see this.
Right.
On the side of his backpack was a hat that, you know how like you could connect it, like you take the rim off and snatch it on. It was McDonald's.
Huh.
So that told me that this young man said, I don't care about my shoes, but what I do care about is my job I'm going to go to after I finish school and the nice phone
that costs
that
you a
I
pretty
have,
penny.
which tells me that he has his priorities.
Yeah, it's not about looks.
Yes.
It's not about looks.
Yes.
I could easily, I drive a little bucket, you know, and it's a trip.
I drive a minivan.
My little bucket,
I love my minivan.
I love my little bucket with
Yes.
the rip seat and everything. And the reason being is because I'm not going to try to keep up with the Joneses. It's not my job to keep up with the Joneses.
Yes.
Everything that I have, everything, it's not time for that.
Yes.
When it's time, I'm going to show up and show out.
But,
But it's just about
but
that.
our youth needs to understand that
Yes,
as well.
you want to look cute,
Yes.
but then you broke.
Okay, we getting ready to get out of here, right? Okay, what you want to say real quick?
I have an event on the 24th and the 25th at the San Joaquin County Fairgrounds. It's only for 18 leaders, so please DM me. It's an inspirational event to keep the entrepreneurs moving and to remove energetic blockages. And I have my homeboy Alonzo Jackson, the man of action, coming all the way from Atlanta to help me with this 2-day process. So if you are interested, send me a DM.
And how can they catch up with you?
Ashley Lynn Hampton on Facebook, ashleylynnhampton@gmail.com, or www.ashleylynnhampton.com.
Shout out to your kids.
Oh, my babies, Anessa and Josiah and Amaya. I am utterly proud of you, and you continue to inspire me. You're amazing.
And your wisdom for the youth.
Ooh, trust your process and do not give up ever.
Yes.
No matter what your circumstances are, smile, baby. We did that thing.
Chef Tobias Cooks
Yes.
here with the Voice of Stockton. Please go to thevoiceofstockton.org, click like, donate, subscribe, and please share, support our community, support everything about our 209 community. You can catch me, Chef Tobias Cooks, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, with the Voice of Stockton as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Majestic Ashley on Instagram, too. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can't edit this whole thing, right? Right, Dustin?
What's that?
No.
Okay.
It's too much work. Yeah.
I can't edit it if I want to. It's on my Facebook.
Thank you for your support, Chef Tobias Cooks, with Women in Business with the Voice of Stockton. Or please visit the Voice of Stockton, click like, donate, and please share. Enjoy your week.
Yay. Bye.
Do da da da, shada ba da dee da da da, shada la da dee da do da da da, shada ba da dee da da da, shada ba da be da do da da da, shada ba da be da da da, yeah, shada ba da dee da, Chef Tobias Cooks.